Good in the inside, Avi Moore to the inside, and David Fitzgerald up top in the commentary box with the best view of all.
Very much so, Nick, as they continue to come in. Getting closer to the tape. And they're off and running. Race 2, the Boodles anniversary 4-year-old juvenile hurdle, our second Grade 1 of the day, and a fairly lengthy run towards the first of 9 flights. Avi Moore and Murcia, the first two to show, with filibustering the dark blue jacket on the inside of Liv Conti, a blue cap, the purple and green Give It To Me OJ on the outside in 5th, Gibbs Island white sleeves around the inner 6th of Wendrock, and then the favourite Put Your Hands Together. Terrorise, one of the two newcomers, is next in the field. On the inside then is Willie Duell. Mambo number 5, Naturally Nimble, and Coconut Grove make up the back trio as they face up to flight number 1. Avi Moore and Murcia. Murcia a little more fluent and rising first. And all 13 getting from A to B there as they come on quickly to number 2. Murcia and Paul Townend on the outside of Avi Moore, with Liv Conti and Harry Skelton now in 3rd, just ahead of filibustering, Avi Moore's stablemate. And they are tracked by Gibbs Island. Give It To Me OJ next, with Wendrock the outside of Put Your Hands Together, and Mark Walsh, the green and yellow hoops, as they come and jump number 3. Willie Duell made a bit of a mark in that, not really settling the grey on the inside. Naturally Nimble terrorise the outer, and then Mambo number 5 at the back of the main group. There's then 3 or 4 lengths to Coconut Grove. Avi Moore under Harry Cobden leading past the winning line with a circuit to go in the anniversary. Murcia, she is in 2nd place, and then Liv Conti racing very enthusiastically on the inside of Murcia, with filibustering and Give It To Me OJ the next 2. Whole field separated by about 12 lengths. Gibbs Island and Sean Bowen following, with Put Your Hands Together just worse than midfield in company with Wendrock. Naturally Nimble, a red cap on the inner of Terrorise. Then Mambo number 5, Willie Duell, and the back marker still Coconut Grove. 3 hurdles over in the back straight, approaching the first of them. Number 4 of the 9, Avi Moore to Murcia. Good jump, Liv Conti at that. Give It To Me OJ is in 4th place, ahead of filibustering and Paul O'Brien. Put Your Hands Together runs in 6th, contested with Gibbs Island, the keen-going Willie Duell, Wendrock the outside with Terrorise, Mambo number 5, Naturally Nimble, and Coconut Grove. A little low over that was Avi Moore. Murcia more slick, a mistake at the back from Coconut Grove. Terrorise has also lost ground. Running to the final hurdle on the far side. A good gallop being set here by Murcia on the outer of Avi Moore, with Liv Conti over that in 3rd. Willie Duell a faller there, hampered Coconut Grove. Willie Duell out of it at flight number 6, about to turn back towards home here. Avi Moore. There's been no hiding place in this. Avi Moore the inside of Murcia. Tanking in behind, still going very keenly, is Liv Conti. Give It To Me OJ the outer of filibustering. 2 lengths then to Put Your Hands Together. Mark Walsh in no hurry just yet. Gibbs Island on that one's inner. Wendrock nudged along the outer. Then Mambo number 5. 2.5 lengths then to Naturally Nimble, and well clear of the other 2, Terrorise and the hampered Coconut Grove. On the run back towards home then. More than a circuit behind them in the Boodles anniversary 4-year-old juvenile hurdle, Grade 1. Avi Moore the inside of Murcia. Liv Conti filibustering. Give It To Me OJ. They are tracked by Put Your Hands Together. Wendrock the outside as Murcia goes on over the 3rd last. Naturally Nimble fell when in about 8th place. Avi Moore has faded as Murcia leads towards the 2nd last over. Liv Conti, Give It To Me OJ running a huge race. Put Your Hands Together is under pressure in 4th. Murcia being challenged by Liv Conti. Give It To Me OJ in 3rd. Put Your Hands Together flat out in 4th as they come to the last. Murcia with a lead of over a length. Liv Conti switches. Murcia, she's over. She's clear by 3 or 4, and she's going further away. Liv Conti left behind. Put Your Hands Together challenging for 3rd. Within 4th, Give It To Me OJ. But it's the filly Murcia here. It's Willie Mullins. He's going to strike at the first 2 attempts at the Grand National meeting. Murcia wins the anniversary in fine style. 2nd home Liv Conti. Put Your Hands Together 3rd. Give It To Me OJ home in 4th.
Murcia, merciless more like. Willie Mullins. It's Townend again, and this filly, having just her 3rd start for the yard in the Silks of Kelly Alexander, has won. And in the end, she's routed them in the anniversary hurdle. She's beaten into second place like Conti, who's a real prospect for the Skeltons, but once again, a rear view of the Mullins first string. Put your hands together. The Fred Winter winner was back in third. Give It To Me OJ's run a fine race in fourth, and quite a bit of promise from lightly raced horses in behind. But in the end, they were well behind. A well-backed filly. 2 Grade 1s, 2 for Mullins. Theme of the week set, more of the same.
Last 3 years, Zenta wins this prize, a filly for Mullins. Last year, Sergino is the only horse to thwart Cargese. And 12 months on, it's another filly who, you said merciless, and others challenged, others threatened after she was in close 2 out, but none could live with her.
And you remember when Apple's Jade won this race? Filly, of course, routed them, record-breaking margin. Who trained her then? Willie Mullins.
Mullins, yes. I know that it felt there was a slightly end-of-season feel to it for me. Lots of horses weren't going from a fair way out. She's been handy throughout, ridden with real intent. He ran 7 in the Triumph. This was a Fred Winter also ran, who's come out and won the Premier Juvenile race for at the Aintree Festival, and I imagine she might not even be top 3 or 4. Such is the strength in depth.
Liv Conti has run a tremendous race in second in those Jed Mason silks, a real prospect. Down goes Naturally Nimble. Up okay. Willie de Huel was the other faller, still receiving some attention over on the far side of the track. News to follow on Willie de Huel, the stablemate of the winner. Promise in behind, Give It To Me OJ, the purple and green colours. Certainly promise from Harry Derham's first string here. Filibustering.
Murcia was ridden with such confidence as well by Townend throughout, wasn't she? She was always close to the pace. She jumped on quite aggressively down the back straight at the 5th flight of hurdles, but she was jumping and travelling so exuberantly at that point that he had no option really but to go and engage to dispute the lead. But having been ridden with that positivity, it was a bit surprising, therefore, how much she found on the running to see off Liv Conti, because the challenges were coming, but she was still the fastest finisher.
And contrast where the horses out of the Fred Winter have finished. The winner's well beaten, the 6 Wendrock's beaten miles, but the 8th has won, and has won by a long way. Why? Well, you know why. He's with Niall.
Yeah, delighted, Kenny Alexander. That was just so good. The way she wore her heart in her sleeve and away with her.
Yeah, I need to watch that again. I mean, she just went. She went from the front. She never stopped. She's an enormous engine, obviously, and she just never stopped. I mean, I didn't expect that. I thought she'd go close, but yeah, I'd like to. Here it is up here, actually. No, she's absolutely hosed up.
Watching the back straight, you're thinking surely something's going to come to her, but she just kept going and going.
No, and she just improved all the time, really. Cheltenham run was okay. But today was something else. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. She must have improved a stone from Cheltenham. I mean, I think maybe the faster ground might have helped her. We use that as an excuse anyway. But yeah, I mean, just watching up there, she's absolutely hosed up. Need to be careful with my language, but yeah, she's another amazing training performance. Another great ride by Paul, and yeah, thrilled, absolutely thrilled. And I thought after Cheltenham it wasn't going to get any better, but. It has, you know, so...
Even after Honeysuckle, you're thinking, surely I've lost all my luck up.
I said to a few people after Honeysuckle, I thought that was it. I thought it'd be like Man United after Fergie, you know, would be in the wilderness for about a decade or whatever it is. But since then, it's... we've been lucky to buy a good few, and in fact, Doddy with bread, actually. So it's... it's better to be lucky than good. I mean, we've been very lucky, and... there's another good one as well, you know.
So, Doddy the Great, such a great story.
Great, yeah, and he's going to Punchestown, and he's going to go to Punchestown, and seemingly Nicky says he's in great form, and yeah, I think he's made $100,000 for that charity now, maybe even more actually. So great story. Yeah, he's one of my favourite horses, obviously now after phenomenal story.
You deserve all the success you get after Doddy the Great. Well done here. Go and rewatch it. You'll enjoy it.
Yeah, I think I will. I'll watch it a few times, I think, actually. Yeah, thank you very much.